Hello, welcome to Chemistry Cubicle. So in this video, I'm going to tell you that what is complexometric titration and the types of indicators that we should use in such type of titrations. So basically, complexometric titration is used for the estimation of metal ions like calcium, magnesium, etc. And also it is used for the determination of hardness of water. Now, it is based on the formation of a coordination complex. That's why it is known as complexometric titration. Now, many metals forms complex with reagents that contains an appropriate ligands. The complex can form only when metal ion or cation in a complex accepts an electron pair from one or more ligands. The ligand must have at least one electron pair to donate. And the last one, there should be coordinate covalent bonding. Now, an example of one such reagent which forms complexes with metal ions is EDTA, that is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Now, in EDTA, there are total 6 donors, 2 nitrogens and 4 oxygen atoms. Now the point to remember is that during our titrations, we use the disodium salt of EDTA instead of normal EDTA because disodium salt of EDTA is soluble in water while EDTA is itself insoluble in water. That's why we use disodium salt of EDTA. Now, the dissociation constant values shows that EDTA behaves like a dicarboxylic acid. That is, 2 of its carboxyl group are strongly acidic. Hence, upon ionization, the EDTA releases 2 of its H+ ions and behaves like a dicarboxylic acid. And the other 2 hydrogens are released during the formation of complex. Hence, we can see that the EDTA complexes with the metal ion and releases the remaining 2 hydrogens and it will form the metal EDTA complex as shown below. Now, the geometry of this complex is octahedral. See the red dotted lines. And the overall charge on this complex will be -2. Now, the ionization of this complex depends on the pH of the solution. Hence, in this titration, pH sensitive indicator, that is Eriochrome black tea, is used. Now, let's see the procedure. Since we know that 2 solutions are generally used in every titrations, where the strength of one is generally known. The solution to be titrated is taken in a conical flask by using a pipette of 10 or 20 ml. And in this case, we have to take a metal salt solution. And let's suppose we have taken 0.1 molar calcium carbonate solution, which contains calcium 2+ metal ions. Hence, with the help of pipette, we add 10 ml of calcium carbonate solution to the conical flask. Now, the disodium salt solution of EDTA is filled in a burette. Now, also add 10 to 20 ml of distilled water in a conical flask. And now add approximately 3 ml of basic buffer solution. Now the question that may arise in your mind that why we are adding the buffer solution. The reason is, as the action of indicator and the formation of metal EDTA complex is governed by the pH. Hence, the pH of the solution have to be constant, and we make it constant by adding a suitable buffer. And in this case, we are adding the basic buffer solution of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Now, after this, add 6 to 8 drops of Eriochrome black tea as an indicator in a conical flask. Now, Eriochrome black tea is an azo dye and it is used in the estimation of mainly calcium and magnesium ions with EDTA. we use Eriochrome black tea in its deprotonated form. And in its deprotonated form, that is, when it is not complex with the metal ion, it is blue in color and the solution is basic. And Eriochrome black tea has its pH at around 8 to 10. That's why we were using the basic buffer solution of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, because the solution is itself basic. Okay. Now, as soon as we add few drops of Eriochrome black tea in a conical flask, Eriochrome black tea forms a complex with the metal ions, that is, forms metal indicator complex, and the color changes from blue to wine red. Hence, we come to conclusion that the indicator is blue when it is not complex with the metal ions, and the color becomes wine red when indicator forms complex with the metal ions. Now, with the help of burette, add EDTA, disodium salt of EDTA, dropwise in the conical flask. Now, just like indicator form complex with metal ions, in the same way, EDTA when added from the burette also form complex with the metal ions. That is metal-EDTA complex. Now the stability of metal-EDTA complex is greater than that of the metal indicator complex. Since the solution is initially wine red due to the metal indicator complex, and as the titration proceeds, the metal ion forms more stable complex with the EDTA. Hence, indicator anion has to go into the solution. As the indicator anion accumulates, the color changes from wine red to blue, as indicator is blue when it is not complexed with the metal ion. So always remember that the metal EDTA complex is itself colorless, and the blue color that is appearing at the end is actually due to the indicator when it is not complex with the metal ion. So this change in color from wine red to blue indicates that the end point of the titration is achieved. Note down the reading in the burette and repeat the titration to get two concordant values. Now, the key points to remember about this complexometric titration is: the color of the metal indicator complex is wine red. Next, the metal EDTA complex is colorless, and the blue color that appear at the end of the titration is actually due to the indicator anion, as the indicator is blue when it is not complex with the metal ions. Next, the pH of Eriochrome black tea is around 8 to 10. Next, to maintain the pH at constant, we add basic buffer solution of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Now the next one, metal EDTA complex has octahedral geometry with coordination number 6. Now the last one is Eriochrome black tea is generally insoluble in ethanol, acetone, butanol, etc. but it is soluble in water. Now, the examples of metal ions indicators are: the first one is Eriochrome black tea. It is used for the estimation of calcium, magnesium, zinc, cadmium, palladium, mercury, etc. And also it is used in the determination of hardness of water. Now the second metal ion indicator is calmagite, which is mainly used for the estimation of calcium, magnesium, and cadmium, etc. Now the third metal ion indicator is murexide. So this is all about complexometric titration, and I hope you like the video. Please do comment, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.